and this is GreatScott Knitting Vlogtober. This is day 11. I've missed recording a couple of days, but I guess recouping from having finished up Clue 1 on Sunday. But then again, it left me without something to work on, because I also on Monday, I finished my baby blanket that I was working on. Pretty darn cool. This is knit with Karen's Skinny Cakes, which is a 100% acrylic, but it is a DK weight acrylic. But it's fun. You know, it's those self-striping sort of self-striping, self-blocking type of colors. And what I did was I think it's like a cast on 190 stitches, have a 5-stitch garter border, and then just have some various knit stitch patterns that I'm doing in just little sections. So there's a broken rib, there's another sort of garter stitch zigzag rib, and then another kind of ribbing pattern, and then I did a little self-styled block pattern, and then just repeated it. So did it twice all the way through, and then ended with that starting broken rib pattern, and then some garter stitch at the end, and voila, there's a baby blanket. It's a very, very soft, very nice acrylic, and so it'll make a very nice baby blanket that's easy to care for. It's vibrant, it's colorful. So like that. Very fun. So finished that up, and then I was like sitting around going, don't have anything to do, nothing on the needles. So I pulled the trigger, skeined up, or caked up my balls of 316 yarn from Studio 316, and cast on Color Craving. Here's where I am so far with Color Craving. It's very fun. So I have this, the cranberry, which is my main color, and then cherry blossom. There it is. So you can see the little speckles of red. So those are striping up rather nicely. This is an interesting construction. These great big eyelet holes down the through the middle rib of this is just so interesting. And so it's just constantly you're knitting all the way through, all the way from one side to the other. So it's different. It's very different. Every other row you're increasing by 10 stitches in the middle here, which is what's creating this this great big hole through this rib section, this middle rib, I don't know what to call it, a spine. Yes, the middle spine, not rib. So that rib through the middle, which is all open work. And then there's these double yarn over holes. And so, yeah, kind of fun. Very interesting. So that's going to be my interim in between Clue projects. Um, Probably about maybe about halfway done with the first clue of, or the first section of color craving. So the next color that will be introduced is this one, which is called Fantastic Beasts. That's the name of this one. So lots of fun colors with this. There's pinks, and of course it's on a gray base, but then there's like pink and green and yellow. So yeah, that's going to be entering into the fray in not too distant future. So just a couple more nights or a couple more days before Clue 2 drops, and I am excited to see where we go from that first section. Again, I'm thinking it's not going to be your traditionally shaped shawl, so I think we will get a better sense of the shaping of twists and turns as we get into Clue 2. Again, it's, this one is not traditionally, Color Craving is very much not a traditionally shaped shawl. Definitely not a traditionally knit shawl. It has it's basically triangular. But although it is knit in this very non-traditional fashion, yeah, really absolutely kind of fascinated by how that's coming together. Can't wait to continue with that one as well. So what are you guys doing if you have finished with Clue 1, or if you even have finished with Clue 1? Are you doing socks, or what? Doing another shawl? Do you have a blanket? Do you have a sweater? What's happening on your needles while you wait Clue 2 to drop, if you even finished Clue 1? Which it kind of brings up a thing that, as I finished mine up and posted that I was done, a lot of people were like, man, you're so fast. It's like, I spend a lot of time knitting on it too. I put in a lot of hours. But I just look at it this way. One of Stephen's sayings is embrace your own pace. I definitely believe in that. Don't worry about how fast or slow you're going. The whole idea, here's my thought. The mystery knit along really lends itself, or it's really something that plays into the wheelhouse of the process knitter. It's not so much about getting the project done as it is enjoying the process of knitting. And so mystery knit alongs, I think, really play into that process knitter's wheelhouse, where, it doesn't matter when I get done. What matters is the process, the enjoyment of watching the shawl unfold in its own time and in its own space. For those of you who are worried about maybe not getting Clue 1 done by the time Clue 2 drops, don't. Enjoy the process. Enjoy playing, watching the color play against each other, and watch, dealing with simply that that pattern of knitting and casting on and casting off and turning, and just get into that rhythm, get into that pattern, just enjoy that process. It's a marathon, just like life. As long as you're breathing, you're knitting, and so things just continue on. So just keep moving through, find a nice a show, or to a movie or a series of movies to put on, or your favorite audiobook, put that on and just enjoy that space of simply being there with your knitting and continuing and keeping up that process. And before you know it, you'll be done with clue 1. Clue 2 will drop and you'll be on to that as well. So that's my little, nugget of wisdom for today. Other than that, tomorrow is a day for me. October 12th is a rather significant day for me in that it is the day of my birth. And I happen to have been born on a Wednesday. So tomorrow kind of puts me in that Wednesday mood. And tomorrow will be number 56. We'll mark 56 trips around the sun for me. So, 56. Wow. So I'll do some. I'll definitely do some recording tomorrow around stuff about being 56. I see 56 is another. It brings us to the number 2. So we may look at some number stuff tomorrow too. Anyway, I'm babbling. Tomorrow's my birthday. Have a piece of cake for me. Maybe some ice cream. Definitely some chocolate. And let me know if you have finished clue 1, what's on your needles. If not, how's it going? And how are you keeping a positive attitude around continuing the clue 1? Just let me know in the comments down below, and I guess I'll talk to you tomorrow. So have a peaceful and wonderful evening, and until then, bye.
Live, that's the message. Live? Yes, life is a banquet, and most poor suckers are starving to death. Now, come on, Agnes, live. Come try it.
So, yeah, it's my birthday. So welcome in. Hi, I'm Scott. This is GreatScott Knitting, Vlogtober, day 12. And this is the marking of my 56th trip around the sun. And so now, at this point, I begin trip number 57. Kind of an interesting concept. So there we are. So in honor of the birthday and where I am 56, let's take sort of a trip back through time and visit some different ideas or different things that have gone on in the past. So a couple of things. I share a birthday with a few people, of course, probably millions of people, but a couple of people that I will sort of call out. One such person is I share the birthday with the boy king, Henry VI. That's what Henry VI looks like. He didn't live a whole long time. Kind of a short-lived gentleman, but I share a birthday with him. I share a birthday with a really fine musician by the name of Luciano Pavarotti. And I also share a birthday with probably one of the most versatile actors, performers, working in entertainment today, and that is Hugh Jackman. Yeah, I think he may be one of my celebrity crushes. He's just so versatile, so amazing, so interesting. I really find him to be cool. So anyway, I share birthdays with those three people. Hugh is the only one that I am featuring that is still with us. But kind of fun. So let's take a little trip back in time and let's talk about 2012, 10 years ago. The number one movie on my birthday was Liam Neeson's Taken 2, and the number one pop song was One More Night by Maroon 5. So that's kind of fun. Don't know the song and never saw the movie, which is going to be kind of a theme as we go through time here. Let's see. Let's go back to 2002. The number one movie was Red Dragon, and the number one song was Kelly Clarkson, A Moment Like This, which I think I do know that song, although I've never seen the movie Red Dragon, but I do love Anthony Hopkins. Back in 1992, man, it's hard to think that was 30 years ago, but the number one movie on my birthday was Under Siege with Steven Seagal, and the number one song was End of the Road by Boyz II Men. And now we're going to get back to the point where I actually know shit, and that is back in 1982, oh wow, you cannot hardly see this, but the number one movie was An Officer and a Gentleman. And the number one song was Jack and Diane by John Cougar Mellencamp. I was 16. Kind of crazy. So we'll go back to when I was 6. And when I was 6, the number one movie was The New Centurions. Never seen the movie. George C. Scott and Stacy Keach. Nope, never seen it. And the number one song was Ben by Michael Jackson. That should take you back. And also, I think that was a movie about a rat, which is kind of disturbing. But yeah, little trip down a memory lane there to make things interesting. Let's see. October 12th also happens to be Farmers' Day, National Stop Bullying Day, so that's a good one. It's World Arthritis Day, which is kind of interesting because my grandmother had very severe arthritis. National Take Your Parents to Lunch Day. Didn't know about that one. National Gumbo Day. Kind of interesting. Emergency Nurses Day. So, hey, give them some love today. National Fossil Day. Let's kind of let those jokes about my birthday and Fossil Day kind of write themselves. And National Curves Day. Kind of feeling good about that one. All right, so some interesting things going on there. Anyway, this is not just about me and my birthday, although it is really about me and my birthday. But this is a knitting podcast, and I've made incremental, not a whole lot of progress. I think I've done one more or a couple more rows around. So Color Craving is still making its progress, but it's not flying off the needles by any means. Probably will not get done with section 1 of that before tomorrow, where tomorrow morning we'll be dropping clue 2 of Twists and Turns, and I'm really, really super excited about that. So for prezzies, I'm going to be eating Angelo's tonight, which is a local Italian restaurant with a long history here in Wichita, Kansas, and it is really, really good. Really quite tasty. So I'll be having that tonight. Now my husband has purchased me a ring, but it's not ready yet. So I've seen a picture of it. It's really pretty. It is an emerald with some diamonds along the side, and so I look forward to getting that. But as a consolation prize, he did get me some yarn. These are actually very pretty, but these are Karen cloud cakes. And I do like a good, the Karen cake yarns because they are, self-striping, still, color block yarns. And this is a worsted weight yarn at 100% polyester. But I wish you could feel it. It is like super, super, super soft. So I'm really interested in knitting something up with that. Probably some kind of a scarf. But I have a couple of those. These are, it's 240 grams, about 760 yards of yarn. And this colorway is called Gutsy Grays. Very pretty. Anyway, so that'll be fun to play with. Come up with something to create for that for the winter time. Like I said, it is like super, super soft. So that's kind of fun. I got my flu shot and my COVID booster yesterday, and it has really hit me today. I haven't been particularly productive today because of that. I got it at noon yesterday and felt fine all through yesterday. Woke up in the middle of the night, couldn't get back to sleep. And then today just started feeling achier and achier. Finally, at about 12:30, I laid down and didn't wake up for about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. Which is kind of unfortunate because technically I'm supposed to be at work. Oh well. It's a really slow time. Really nothing was pressing today. I mean, it is my birthday. But I'm starting to feel a bit more normal. So note to self, and if anybody else out there wants to think about it, don't get your flu shot and your COVID booster in the same day before an important day for you. And for me, it's like, don't do it before your birthday. Do it after, or do it a couple of days before, so that your body has a chance to kind of adapt to it. And what's really interesting is that I very seldom ever have reaction to the flu shot in terms of feeling run down. And the past times that I've had the COVID booster, I haven't had any particular big reaction. And so this one really kind of threw me, and it could be because my body is being hit by both of them, and so my immune system really sort of kicked into gear to create those antibodies. And so yeah, I kind of felt a little run down today, but the nap was really good. The nap was nice to have. So what else? No finished objects. You've seen what I'm working on. I shared with you some of the new fun yarn my husband got me. And yeah, that's about it, folks. It's my birthday. Um, and for those of you who have, I posted it on Instagram and Facebook, and so if you happen to have wished me any kind of well wishes on this day, thank you so much. I really do appreciate anyone spending even a micron of their day thinking about me and hoping that my day is going well. So I do appreciate that. It is really cool. So yeah. So I guess I'll leave it at that. I'll probably be posting this up at some point this afternoon into the evening. Tomorrow is Clue 2. I'm really excited. I cannot wait to see where this shawl goes. I've heard some various speculations about what people think is going to develop with this shawl in terms of shaping and where it's going to go. Clearly, we're going to be picking up some stitches to start things off. Now the question is, where on that piece are we going to be doing that? Let me just grab that. So it comes down to, might we be picking up on this edge or on one of the sides? Are we picking up on any of the sides? Are we picking up off of the bottom? Or is it somehow incorporating, are we not picking up stitches, and are we just picking up off of these loops? That could be interesting. That we pick up 2 or 3 stitches off of each of these loops and that it grows continually from there. Or is this somehow the middle and it's going to grow out to the sides? Wait, we will know tomorrow morning. If it stays on the same schedule that the first clue dropped, it'll technically drop at about 4:30 in the morning. I'm not getting up to check that out at 4:30 in the morning, my time, but should be fun. Should be fun. What I really liked, I don't know if any of you are following Martin Waite with Knit 365. But last week he did sort of a reaction video, not intentionally, but he did. It's where he watched the video and we saw his reaction as he watched the video. I might do that. I don't know. Maybe we'll see what tomorrow morning brings. All right. So with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for today. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your October to watch this little channel and to kind of see what knitterly things I am up to, and kind of following along as I knit the Twists and Turns Mystery Knit Along. So yeah, thanks for joining. If you're new to this channel, thank you for checking out. I hope you like it. Go check out some of the other stuff that I've been doing over the years. It was a slow summer, so there's kind of a big gap there. But if you're returning viewer, if you're a standard regular viewer, thank you for your continued support. Like, subscribe, do all those great and wonderful things that help grow this channel. Really, all I care about is that you're here, that you're watching, and that you're having some fun. With that, I will go ahead and sign off. May you have peace in your home and the fullness of joy for all who dwell there. Talk to you later.